Severe and Benning in the morning on 1620 The Zone, 1620thezone.com, and the 1620 The Zone app. Here are Michael Severe and Damon Benning.
5 on a play clock. 4, 3, 2, 1. They snap it off. And Adrian keeps himself offside. Touchdown! Adrian Martinez faked the handoff to Ramir off the left side. He's in there, and the Huskers lead again.
Oh, I thought he gave it, Greg Sharp. I thought he gave it to Ramir, but he didn't. He kept it.
Severe and Benny in the morning, 1620 The Zone. 402-951-1620 is the Zone hotline, powered by Lanawa Nurseries. Rooted in quality because they have trees and stuff. Unmatched in value. We'll get to Quincy in 1 second, but I wanted to. This is another example of questioning personnel for you. This is Kellen wanted me to ask you a question. The first part of the question was, why not more deep balls and more back shoulder throws? Then he says, or maybe can you talk about why we don't see Manning getting the ball more in the red zone situations where almost every time he's got a height advantage? The best place to create that one-on-one situation with throws to the back pylon or sidelines. OU, for example, Omar basically boxed out the defender in the end zone. Before you get to answering that question, let me say, Nebraska doesn't throw the ball in the end zone much anyway.
Right?
They don't even throw the ball into the end zone that much. It's not even, I don't know how many they have. I got to go back and count this, but I don't think they have 10 throws into the end zone.
I know.
On the season.
No, certainly not in the red zone.
No. Maybe a couple times you've seen them just throw it up and the ball bounced into the end zone after a miss, not catching the ball or something. But, yeah, that doesn't happen a lot. I don't know. I feel the same way, about those tight ends because they play a lot. And those are guys you'd like to see get the ball in the red zone or get the ball in the end zone for sure.
Do it.
The
50-50 back shoulder stuff. I heard a lot of hand-wringing and consternation over Nebraska's last drive on Big Red overreaction. That wasn't even the play. The play was missing the crosser.
Yeah, missing the crosser is the big play, yeah.
So, I mean.
Because that's a first down, and he probably runs for about 12 to 15 because, we're right there on the sideline. You saw the room he had if he catches it. So, yeah, he hits Falk crossing.
Which just happened to be right in front of us, too.
And where is he? They're in field goal range. But they didn't have to take the field goal. They still had over a minute, so they could have tried to keep going, too, probably.
Yes, indeed.
No doubt about that. Let's go to the phones where Quincy is this morning. What's up, Quincy?
Hey, how you doing, fellas?
Good, man. Good. How are you?
Man, DB, what's up, brother?
Why are you asking me?
Hey, man, I'm just trying to say, man, it's going to happen. I'm going to be up there with y'all hosting the show because, like, what up? And think about it. This past Saturday was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That Deontay Wilder lost, and so did Roll Tide.
What do you have against Wilder besides the fact he's a terrible sport?
I'm a Georgia fan, and I'm glad that Georgia's about to be number one in the polls.
No, I meant Wilder.
He got served.
Yeah,
he's served you in the ring.
Oh, Q, I'm just telling.
Whenever you're ready, bro.
Q, I'm just telling you. Unlike Deontay Wilder, I will jab your brains out.
Man, not with them Dumbo ears you got, man. You gonna fly away.
I'm the one with the big ears. What are you talking about?
No, man,
So
you should see your boy on television, man. He got a head like a shark.
What the hell?
Wow.
I don't even know what that means.
Q, you have no idea how much I would like to spar.
Man, whenever you're ready, man.
Do you know?
Hey, here's the thing, though. You'd have to come to my guy's gym, and I know you speak bad on him, but I wouldn't even say you said a word. He's training right now, so he's not there.
I will come to. Look, hold on. I will come to your guy's gym.
Okay.
I'm not coming alone. Trust and believe that, player.
Hey, Quincy, do you know who Cleveland Williams is?
That your stepdad?
Cleveland Williams.
What?
My father died, and my stepfather also dead. So Cleveland Williams was the fighter that went against Ali that wouldn't call him Ali, and he just made sure he kept him up all 15 rounds.
Oh, you mean Cassius Clay? Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be. That's gonna be you. That's gonna be you.
Wow. Q. Hey, I do. So again, it's getting to 5. Five or more, you win.
Yep, that's right.
And actually, we all would lose since you bet it on our behalf, and I wasn't involved.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to do that.
You got to understand. Think about it.
Yep.
It's a good day when Alabama is no longer and Georgia's about to take over that number 1 spot. And let's go Bulldogs.
Well, I think for 3 weeks now, we've thought that Georgia was the best team in the country.
I've had them number 1 in mine for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, I did too. And I like the Saints to win the division, you know what I'm saying, in the NFL. So they looking good.
The Saints? You said that Saints wouldn't win 7 games.
Well, I take that back. I'm sleeping on Jameis Winston.
Okay,
I don't know about I got to see a little more.
The way they win has nothing to really do with Jameis Winston.
What, you mean getting the ball to Kamara at every possible turn?
The way they win is the defense making some plays, getting some turnovers, special teams making plays, hitting a couple of big plays, and not turning the ball over. That's the way they're going to win games. And they should be able to get to, like I said before the season, 9-8. Somewhere there, maybe sneak in. I don't know.
He said sneak in.
Maybe sneak in.
Who are you, the Steelers or somebody?
Sneak. You never know. Sneaky. Other NFL games, Chargers hold off the Browns, which was a wild one. How about the Browns defense coming in, being number 2 in DVOA, being as solid as anybody, and giving up the 47?
What's the problem?
Nothing. I'm saying they came in. I was like, Browns defense. Don't start Herbert. With your fantasy team.
Have you ever seen a? Well,
they did run the ball like I thought they'd run it. Cleveland did, but damn.
How about the second-year phenom known as Justin Herbert?
It's nice.
Who's playing like a top 5 quarterback in the league?
Yeah, the question is, can he be? I don't know if can he be is the right question. Is he?
Yeah, he and Dakota Prescott are balling right now. And you know what? Dak's doing it by taking less risk.
Yes.
He's just become more efficient.
And they're running it. They got a 2-headed monster back there.
Well, apparently Zeke
running the ball
took it personal.
Yep.
Because Zeke looks a lot like Zeke. And they don't have to feed him like that now.
Yeah. Well, remember also, he gave him the matching luggage. Buffalo.
You thought that was a weird.
I thought that was weird. First, he gave him you ever given a guy jewelry?
No.
You ever given a guy matching luggage?
I've barely given women jewelry.
I know. Wow. Buffalo beat up on the Chiefs. That was interesting to watch.
Touchdown!
I think that we talked about it a couple weeks ago that there was a concern. We knew the run defense. We knew the defense in general. Got Mahomes messing around, trying to do weird, fancy stuff. I don't know.
You're afraid to hate on the Chiefs.
I'm not trying to hate on him. I said that to Gary a couple weeks ago. Are you worried? And he's like, no, it'll be fine. So, okay, it'll be fine.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's worried.
But
they've got some holes.
Sitting at 2-3 at the bottom of their division doesn't mean. Hey, but if you look at their schedule, their next, I think it's 5, look like they're pretty runnable.
Aren't we a Fox station?
Okay.
No, we're not. Packers beat Cincinnati. It was one of the uglier games. 6 missed field goals, 5 in a row. 25-22 in overtime. There was only 2 minutes left in overtime. If he misses again, we're probably going to get to a tie. We were this close to a tie.
I think they were ready to run him out.
Yeah. And remember a few years ago that happened?
And we were just having the conversation last week that welcome back Mason Crosby.
Yep. He all of a sudden was
back to being the 27-year veteran that he is.
The Lions lost to the Saints back in 1971 on the longest field goal kicked at the time. Then they lost to Baltimore this year on the longest field goal of all time. And then they lost this week again on a field goal. Do you know what all 3 of those games have in common?
1917?
1917.
Yeah.
All 3 of them. Only 4 times in the history of the franchise that they had 1917 finals. They won 1 and lost 3 all on field goals.
And I believe they're the only team in NFL history that has lost twice in the same year on 50-plus yard field goals as time expired.
That's absolutely crazy and a ridiculous stat because it's so detailed.
And it got Dan Campbell to cry.
You know what? The man's emotional. What do you want to do?
I'm just telling you.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, if you want to cry, I guess, even though I was upset with our young kiddos yesterday for crying too much. But it's only week 5. And if you're that, like, you better pace yourself, Dan.
Yeah.
Hey, you better pace yourself.
Hey, man, you watch Scott walking, you watch Frost walking up the field.
Well,
there was misty stuff happening. It was misty in the eyes.
Well, he said on 4 different occasions he hurts for the players and the staff.
Yes, and himself
as well. Yeah, he put himself last.
Got to be painful, man. When he put his hand. You've had this before? Something happens so bad that it feels like your head's going to explode, and you literally have to cover your face so your head doesn't explode. He took his right hand and put it over his right eye and squeezed so his head wouldn't explode. Yeah. After the fumble. It was just painful. Painful.
He was coming off the field was hard to watch.
Yep.
So he was he felt some it was hard to watch.
I had the exact same reaction at the exact same time as the crowd did there at the end.
I'm going to go ahead and doubt that.
Just,
as you
just,
mean as the
literally
Bears
just
were ruining your
like,
Raiders or what? When?
No, that was yesterday.
Oh.
I had a better reaction because I was sitting in Bond at that time. I'm like, yeah, I'm not watching the disaster.
You went to the movie instead?
Yeah.
Nice.
I was like, I'm not watching the disaster known as the Las Vegas Raiders right now.
Went to the movies instead of watching the game.
Well, it wasn't on TV, but still.
No, every game's on TV. Eagles rally to beat the Panthers.
Not every game.
Every game's on TV.
He's right, Shane.
I mean, even the ones that are just on Amazon are still on my TV.
Wow.
And you could go get a water and just sit in there for free.
Wow.
Oh, you certainly could. Come sit with us. Come over to DJ's and sit with us. My wife came over and ate some lunch and then left me with the bill.
I thought you told me she was getting on your nerves.
Early in the morning she was. Then we made up, I guess, because she came over and had lunch.
He said, I guess.
My mom go, do you guys make up? I'm like, no, there was nothing wrong. I have to do this. Like it's part of my procedure.
It's part of your DNA.
I have to do it.
You have to have 17 TVs around.
No,
he
has to go take the dog on a walk. He has to go get breakfast ready, and he has to go watch football.
I got to watch the Nebraska
and everything
game over.
else in between. You're in the way.
Sometimes you can watch it Saturday night, but I got back at 1:15.
Yeah, you ain't doing that.
I'm not nothing. So I got up in the morning, walked the dog, was watching the game.
Makes sense.
Eagles come back and beat the Panthers, which was really an ugly game to even just watch. It was not a pretty game to watch either way. And then the Steelers get off the snide, baby.
That's that scrappy Eagles team I was telling you about.
They're scrappy, all right. They're scrappy.
They explicably do some weird things in game, boy. Whew.
The Panthers in 2 weeks, and I hate to think this because they're in the same division, the Saints obviously, are going to be so much better. They'll get McCaffrey back. They'll get healthier in the secondary with the guys they brought in. Right now, they are kind of a little walking wounded.
Yeah, treading water.
Yeah, and they're going to get better, and you're like, damn it, I don't want to see that. And the Steelers get the interception in the end zone to finish off the Broncos 27-19.
After they act like they wanted to give it away.
They did. I know. That Tim Patrick, by the way, that Tim Patrick play in the corner, the one that got knocked away, that was this close.
I know it.
That was this close to being a touchdown.
I was watching.
Trust me, I was worried because I had money line on the Steelers. I was. Come on, guys.
They
Come
still
on, guys.
needed the 2-point
Come on, guys. How many of those? They had 4 of those yesterday. I think instead of kicking extra points now, I probably would just go for 2 every time.
You're kind of getting to the point now with how sketchy place kicking is in terms of extra points.
It is, man. It is, really is. AFC East, the Bills are sitting way on top at 4-1. Got the Pats in 2-3, and then Jets in 1-4. The NFC East is kind of the same. Dallas sitting up there 4-1. None of the other teams have a winning record. And then you got those 2 West we were talking about, the AFC West and the NFC West. You knew there'd be some teams that got banged up, and so far that is Seattle sitting there. Looks like Russell Wilson will be out about 4 weeks. And then obviously San Francisco always injured and injured once again. So whatever reason for them, maybe the training staff?
Seattle's in trouble.
Seattle's in trouble. Saints play them. The Saints have a bye this week, and they play them on Monday Night Football the week after when they come back from the bye. And then the Rams sitting at 4-1 in Arizona at 5. And, the last undefeated team in the NFL. Congratulations to the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, no kidding.
Playing a lot better defense.
Let's see if they can win in December.
Playing a lot better defense.
Win in December! We'll do food show and
December. Is that what it is, Shane? Or no? No, it's November. Remember.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I said.
We come back. We'll do food show and some birthdays as well before we get to Parker Gabriel here on 1620 Zone.